Yo.
We're at full strength, everyone. We are at full strength. And for the second week in a row, Josh and Keith are wearing the same color shirts. What's going on, guys?
Uh, well, actually, I think I'm wearing a navy and he's wearing black. So,
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Nice. Okay. Well, you guys ready? Ready to start?
yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. This is week 2 of our Chinese Zodiac deck building series. Today we are doing the Year of the Ox, which is being led by Sam. Not to be confused with Sam's actual Zodiac, the year of the goat. That's later in the series. Sam did not realize we were going in alphabetical order.
Or like Chinese Zodiac order.
That's what I mean.
Alphabetical order, starting with rat.
Yeah, it's backwards
The humble
alphabet.
rat.
The humble rat. But before we get started, um, what's going on with you guys? It's been a week. What's going on? Any magic news, any personal news that you want to talk about? Anything? I like beginning with a little bit of a chat before we jump into these.
Yeah. So, not to make this episode about me, but I have a little pimple on my eyelid and I've been
Oh.
suffering.
Oh
Uh,
no.
I went to, it happens. You go to the salon and they grab pepperoni instead of the cucumbers they put on your eyes, and then things just happen.
That
Yeah,
is the worst.
happens to everyone at least once, right?
Oh my gosh. Uh, I had some fun. I was looking up some new magic news to see if we had anything that we could talk about. Uh, Again, for people who may not realize, we do record either on Sunday or Monday, and then we release on Thursday. So we're recording on Monday. This is the 21st, and just a little bit ago, Magic Arena banned some cards for historic.
Oh.
Um, Ancient Tomb, Strip Mine, and Magus of the Moon were all banned.
Oh. Wow.
So Historic isn't a fan of land destruction or playing like fast lands, things like that. So, yeah, they got the ban hammer on those 3 cards. And also, they announced that on the 23rd, starting at 10 o'clock Pacific time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, they're going to do a 24-hour streaming event for Edge of Eternities with um, like pro tour players, social personalities, just a whole bunch of people. So um, that'll be cool, and it'll be almost over by the time this is released. So I don't know why I'm talking about it, but still cool.
Oh,
Still a
dang.
cool thing.
Yep. And
Um,
full Edge of Eternity's uh previews are out. I think maybe the full set's been released. You can look that up. All the lore is online. You can read up on the story before it drops. And pre-release is coming up. Is that this Friday or is it
it is.
later? Oh,
It is
okay.
on the 25th. So I know Josh said you're gonna play on Saturday
Saturday.
at
Yep,
Moonshot
Saturday. Yep,
at
Saturday at
11.
Moonshot at
Okay.
11. Yep.
All right. Keith, have you figured out when you're playing?
Well, I wanted to, but I'm broke.
Okay. Well, I have good news. Do you guys want to know the good news?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do a fun little get together. I have 2 boxes of Edge of Eternities coming, so I
Ooh.
thought if everybody wanted to come hang out, we could rip the rip some packs, play some pre-release, and have some fun with Edge of Eternities if everybody's down.
Dang. That'd
We
be
got to figure
crazy.
out what day, but
Yeah.
yeah, if everybody's down for that.
Mhm.
Uh,
Fuck yeah.
and then Josh and Sam, you guys are gonna hit up Gen Con since it's in our backyard, right?
Mm, toss up for me right now.
Oh, I am confirmed on going to go on Friday. So
Why is that
yeah.
a toss-up, Sam?
Well, it'd just be me driving by myself down there, and that just seems boring.
There's gonna be a ton of people down there. I did it last year. It was kind of rough, but yeah, if I could go on Saturday, I would, but I'm working on Saturday. We already talked about this last week, but
Yeah.
and I wish I could skip, but I cannot. The people need me. Just kidding. They don't. They'll be all right. But oh, another fun thing. So, have you guys seen the Commander bundles at Costco?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Sort of.
Heard of
Okay.
them, but don't know anything
So,
about them.
Keith knows that this happened, but I've been going to Costco a lot to try and find the Final Fantasy Commander bundles because instead of paying the ridiculous over $100 for certain decks because certain people like to price them over MSRP, all of them are the same price at Costco. So for $60, you can get a deck, a couple packs, and have fun. So I finally found them at the Costco that we go to, or it's called Samples, if you ask Eli. And I picked up two of the decks. You can only buy two. So I picked up the Scions and Spellcraft Y'shtola Final Fantasy 14 deck and the Counterblitz Tidus Final Fantasy 10 deck. Um, and then I'm gonna rip them apart and use their pieces for other things. But
What?
just some
There's a
fun little.
yeah, there's an infinite combo in the Tidus one out of the box. So
Ooh,
I mean, like it's with Walking Ballista, so it's so hard to break that card. Am I right? I'm glad
Mm.
finally someone did it.
Old
I also
faithful.
picked up some singles.
Ooh.
Um, I'll name them off once it loads. I'll tell you what my singles were that I picked up. I'm trying to build. I want to build a spell slinger deck. So, um, some of these cards are going into that. Some of them aren't. Also, they gave me like two extra cards. I don't know if they meant to do that or not, but I looked at my list a couple of times and I was like, these cards weren't on my list. But anyway, Alania Divergent Storm, uh, Ardbert Warrior of Darkness, Bria Riptide Rogue, Dictate of Krufix, Excalibur 2, and I did the borderless version. And then I picked up a Go-Go, Master of Mimicry, a Traveling Chocobo, and a Vivi. So
Oh, so are you building
Of
VB?
I
course, a Vivi.
I
He
don't
said spell slinger, and I was like,
I,
he's got to have Vivi.
I don't know if that's who my commander is going to be, but that's definitely going to be in there.
You don't know how
Yeah.
early you want to be targeted?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. But
oh, I actually built a bit of a spell slinger deck myself recently. Well, more up worked on the Tarkir Jeskai precon
mhm.
and built it completely focused on Elsha Threefold Master. So she's the Dijin monk for who costs Jeskai prowess. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, she gets +1/+1. And when she deals combat damage, you get that many monks. There are some, so I get to pretty much swap out anything that wasn't, uh, ve I took out any sort of like Staxy pieces. There were like out of there. There was some pillow fort cards while people were in the pre-con. So I took out anything that was slow and just kind of added more gas so it'd be more cohesive.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, yeah, just and there's a lot of fun that you can have with uh, cards like Essence Flux, where you can blink things, and then you have your Archaeomancer, which is like your wizard for 2 and 2 blue, and then when it enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. So you just target that with your Essence Flux, so it blinks it. So you have the ETB, then the Essence Flux is in your graveyard, so you put that back into your hand, and you just do that over and over again for as many prowess triggers as you want.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. So anyone else have anything they want to talk about before we get into the nitty-gritty of this deck building committee?
I did purchase the new Sonic Secret Lair set for foil.
The whole
Ooh,
the
the
whole
whole thing?
entire set?
No, no, just friends and foes.
Yes. Nice. Who are you excited to build out of that?
Well, I wanted, Shadow, but that's going to be overplayed.
Shadow
So,
Band.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mostly wanted it for the enchantment super state.
Yeah, that's great.
Everything else is just extra for me.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I mean, just because other people are building Shadow doesn't mean you can't build Shadow. I mean, if it's special to you, I build popular commanders all the time. It doesn't, uh, but I do my own little twists here and there, so it's not just I make by that my own little twist. I mean, make sure there's some bad cards that I just like. So that's my own little twist instead of like just straight EDH rec. So
You could put it in your I know a couple decks you could slide it into as well.
We'll see.
yeah.
All right. So, Sam, this is your
Mhm.
deck. Can you break down the Year of Ox for people who might not know what the Year of Ox is all about before we get into it?
Well, I was gonna ad lib it, but I'm not going to. So the primary points that we're doing is strength, diligence, and determination. Um, so basically, what we're looking for is a creature who can be quite a leader,
Okay.
who inspires stuff. Which obviously we're not going to go the route of inspiring because that's not within the collar phase that I'm building out of this.
Okay, before
But
you
the
go too far, Sam,
oh
do
oh
not
oh,
do not tell us who your commander is because we're
I'm
gonna
not.
Okay, don't tell us because we have to give us what we think your commander might be, and
Then I
then
will
you can
say
crush our dreams.
I'll just say this right here:
Okay.
a strong work ethic and a
Mm.
tendency to be reliable and dependable for others.
Okay. All right. Josh, who you thinking? Who you
O-
thinking?
Okay, so if I'm thinking Ox, I think Ox got a ton of support in Thunder Junction with the cowboy theme. Got you need cows for cowboys, so they printed quite a few Ox, and they gave our boy Bruce Tarl quite the card.
That's the one I was
He's
gonna say.
yeah, it's just so
He's so
when you're given
cool.
Ox, it's so hard not to go that direction. Bruce Tarl's a human warrior for two red and white. Other oxen you control have double strike, which is pretty nice. And then whenever Bruce Tarl, Roving Rancher, enters the battlefield or attacks, exile the top card of your library. If it's a land card, create a 2/2 white Ox creature token. Otherwise, you may cast it until the end of your next turn. So you have Impulse Draw, you're making Ox. I think you would be hard pressed to find a better Ox commander. My backup pick would just be to write Legendary on Holy Cow, just because I love that card. Uh, yeah. So, holy cow, two and a white, flying Ox Angel. Has flash flying, and when it enters, you gain 2 life and scry one. But I freaking love holy cow. It's so fun.
Nice. So Keith, did Josh take your
Yeah,
idea? Dang. Do you have a
yeah.
backup at all?
No, I keep trying to every time we do this, Scryfall like bugs out on me and I can't complete my searches. It was
Yeah.
definitely Bruce Tarl though.
Nice.
Let me see.
There's Bonnie Powell, who's
Yeah,
probably
that okay, yeah, she's like a landfall and makes a legendary ox. Oh, there it is. Okay, Bonnie Powell Clear Cutter. When Bonnie Paw Clear Cutter enters the battlefield, create Bow, a legendary Blue Ox creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. And then when you attack, draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. So that would have been really fun. But I was thinking like, uh, if it were an Ox deck, maybe use them to like crew vehicles or something. You could have or
Nice.
like a big butts deck, something like that.
Yeah.
Just where, they're putting in the hard work to either crew or do whatever.
Nice. My choice is a little different. Mine's a bit of a throwback. to 2022. Uh, Fire Song and Sunspeaker. Uh,
Oh,
Legendary creature,
Minotaurs.
Minotaur, Cleric. Red instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink, and then whenever a white instant or sorcery spell causes you to gain life, Fire Song and Sunspeaker deals 3 damage to target creature or player. That was my choice. And then I've got some backups here. Holy Cow was one of my backup cards that I think of when I think of Ox. And then I have the Ox of Agnes, Summon Kujata, and then Charging Cinderhorn are all cards that I was thinking of. All right, Sam, you've been looking like you've been thinking a lot here while we've been talking.
Looks
You
like
had a
maybe
smile on your
we
face.
guessed it. Maybe.
You did not guess it by
Oh,
a long shot.
Oh, nuts.
You went too literal on the animal side. I
Oh,
went more with the personality side.
oh, okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Who'd you go with?
So, to give a base point, because I wasn't here on the last one, I draw themes from an old cartoon show, Jackie Chan Adventures. So, the idea
yeah.
is picking characters who would represent that talisman. And the one that I picked was Tajik Legion's Edge. He is a
Nice.
one colorless, red, white, 3/2. He has haste and mentor. And prevent all non-combat damage that be dealt to other creature control, and then you can tap a red and a white to give him first strike. So the whole idea is he mentors every single thing in the deck as a leader and
Okay.
protects everybody. So he makes sure that nobody else gets damage from non-combat damage.
Nice. I like that a lot.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Um, so trying to get us set up here.
Yeah, let's
What
get
would you name
started.
this deck?
The name is a toss-up. Um,
We have to have the word ox in it.
hmm,
Pass me the ox.
Ollie Ollie Oxenfree.
I don't know how to spell that at all.
Uh, Oxen strength in numbers.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We are set up. Let's find Zoom and get this going. Ooh, buddy. Boom. Share. Here we go. Make this a little bit bigger.
Now, do you want me to give off a list of cards that I have already had prepped for this?
Yeah,
Yeah, what kind of
exactly. This is
themes
your
are you
deck. What
going
theme
with?
are you going with?
So obviously, it's going to be based around most of it humans. There's going to be some creatures in there that are not humans, but primarily human soldiers.
Okay.
What we're going to start off with is I'm going to go from top to bottom. We have Greymond, Avacyn, Stalwart.
Okay. Holy molars.
There's a reason.
$70.
Oh God.
70.
Yep.
I don't
Well,
know what
it's
you're looking at.
secret layer drop. Hold on.
No.
Yeah, it's $70.
Well, I'm looking at 42 on my end. Whatever. Um, so obviously at combat when it enters the battlefield, you get to choose two abilities, and then humans you control have those abilities. And then as long as you have four more humans, you humans get +2/+2. So you're buffing up Tajik as much as possible. And your goal is to protect him at all cost of, if you protect him, he protects everybody else.
Yeah, it's Rick from The Walking Dead.
The other one is Celestine, the Living Saint. Celestine.
Mm-hmm. $30. Okay.
The whole point about is
Mhm.
anytime you gain life at the end of the step, you return creatures.
Starting
Again,
off
not a
light.
human.
Okay.
Myril, Shield of Argiv, Myrel.
Ah, so close. Boom. Okay.
And then you need both Odric's. Odric, Odric, Lunarch Marshal, and Master Tactician.
Master Tactician. Okay. Lunarch Marshal. So, Lunarch Marshal, at the beginning of each combat, creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn. If a creature you control has first strike, the same is true for flying, death touch, double strike, haste, hexproof, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, skulk, trample, vigilance. And then the Master Tactician is whenever he and at least three other creatures attack, you choose which creatures block this combat and how those creatures block. Nice.
I've got other creatures, but I'm just gonna go down the list here. Another one, you would need a mithril coat
Okay.
specifically built to give to Tajik, or Tajik, however you want to say it.
Okay.
Mithril is Mithril.
Yep. Okay. So,
Aegis of the Legion.
all right.
That basically gives mentor to a creature, and then if you would mentor somebody with that creature, whoever you mentored gets a shield counter on them.
Then the Mithril Coat has indestructible. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to a target legendary creature you control. Equipped creature has indestructible.
Yeah.
Right now, we're running all legendaries.
Well, that was just right off the bat. Well, so I want to add that's out of left field that nobody
I've
would
got a
expect.
protection spell real quick.
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, it's a sorcery,
Okay.
but it is Angel Fire Ignition. Put 2/1/1 counters on target creature, gains vigilance, trample, lifelink, indestructible, and haste until end of turn.
Nice. Do you have
And
any
you
other
said
cards, real quick, Sam?
Oh, I've got a whole deck built around this. I'm just gonna throw some cards out here.
they're mostly humans, right? You said?
Mostly humans, yes.
Okay, another one real quick. It's called And They Shall Know No Fear. Choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type gets +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn. It's instant for 2 mana.
Nice.
Another creature is
Okay.
a Swiftblade Vindicator. It's just a 2 mana 1/1, but it comes with the double strike, vigilance, and trample. Goal with that is to every time you attack with everybody, you want to mentor him as much as possible.
You have anything,
We
Josh?
have
So I couldn't help but notice that all the creatures so far are white. Okay.
so
Yeah.
far.
So there is a really fun instant called Brave the Elements. You
Oh,
choose a color. White creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color until end of turn. So this can protect them from a board wipe of a certain color. It can make it so your opponents can't block for a turn if they only have creatures of that color. So this big ol' army we're building can either get through or get protected, all for a single white mana.
nice. I've got a strictly worse one called Bathe in Light. It costs 1 more mana. Does almost the same thing. Choose color. Target creature and each other creature that shares color with it gain protection from the chosen color until end of turn.
Nice.
We should count up protection real quick. We've got, I don't know, maybe five of them, 5 or 6, something like that. Throw in a Boros Charm, maybe.
Boros Charm is
Double
always
strike.
fun.
Permanents you control gain indestructible till end of turn, or deal 4 damage to target player or planeswalker.
Okay. I'm gonna switch up this view real quick.
Ride down, and because the color scheme that we're going with, we need an Iroas, God of Victory. Iroas.
So Iris got a victory for 2, a red and a white. Indestructible as long as your devotion to red and white is less than 7. It's not a creature. Creatures you control can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to attacking creatures you control.
And if you look at him, he is a mentor god without the. I mean, he looks like it, and obviously he doesn't have that, but you get the
And
idea.
then ride down costs red and a white. Destroy target blocking creature. Creatures that were blocked by that creature this combat gain trample until end of turn. I have a card that might be fun.
Yeah.
Or two cards actually. Lightning Army of One.
Oh, yeah.
I figured as much.
So I'm gonna pull that one up since that one's a new
There's
one.
a new Sonic card that might fit as well.
Okay, 1 second. Let me do these two real quick and then.
Oh, no, you're
So
fine.
Lightning Army of One costs 1, a red and a white, for a human soldier. First strike, trample, lifelink, and then it has stagger. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double that damage instead. And then my second card is Soldier Military Program.
Zach Fair might be good too.
Yeah, Sephiroth would be
Uh,
nice too.
Zach is a great pick. He's also like great spot protection. That's one I was going to mention.
Yeah, the
Hmm.
soldier military program for two and a white. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, choose one. If you control a commander, you may choose both instead. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to two soldiers you control, and that's an enchantment. So, who are we saying, Zach Fair?
We will
Boom.
want some graveyard recursion because nobody expects that out of this.
Okay.
Sun Titan.
But
Sun Titan.
there's a new like cheaper Sun Titan. I'll have to look it up,
New cheapo
but
Sun
I
Titan.
will.
We
Oh,
also have two equipments that we absolutely need.
Is one of them the Buster Sword?
No, sorry, we need three. I won't use Buster Sword. Helm of the Host, because you can get two Tajiks. They can kind of protect each other with the board wipe damage of, like, let's say, a Blasphemous Act. Embercleave and Caduceus, Staff of Hermes.
Okay, I'm gonna go through and read some of these cards just for people who might not know what we're picking. Okay,
Helm of the
great.
Host, being a 4-mana artifact, has equip 5, but at the beginning of combat on your turn, you create a token that's a copy of equipped creature. Except that token is a legendary, and gains haste. So yeah, we have Embercleave. I think a lot of people that play the game they know what this is, but it's a 6-mana artifact with flash, but the spell costs one less to cast for each attack creature you control. And then when it enters the battlefield, you attach to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample with equip 3. The Caduceus, I could be butchering that name, is 2 and a white. Equipped creature has lifelink, and as long as you have 30 or more life, equipped creature gets +5/+5 and has indestructible and prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature for equip 2 white.
And Bulwark Ox. Bulwark for 1 and a white. When this creature attacks while saddled, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Sacrifice this creature. Creatures you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn with the saddle cost of 1, and it is a 2/2.
Doo doo.
nice. Okay, I have a card.
Okay.
And there's a Minotaur in the picture.
Okay.
Uh, a
Perfect.
Master Warcraft. This is a instant for 2, and it has the split mana for Boros. So 4 total. Your choice of the mix of white or red. Cast this spell only before attackers are declared. You choose which creatures attack this turn, and you choose which creatures block this turn and how those creatures block. So this is an excellent way to just get damage through on your opponents or like force an unfavorable block to essentially spot control any creatures that your opponents have. So it's a good way to get around that. And then you're also not targeting the creatures. So how you when you choose how things attack or block, it's a good way around some like hexproof and ward and all that good jazz. So it's a good sneaky way to get some spot control in.
Nice. I have a nice card that you might like, Sam. Since we're into mentoring, what about Mentor of the Meek? For two and a white, human soldier. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card.
It's good.
Uh,
If you want to add it, that's fine. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's just me.
Okay. You go ahead. What do you want?
Well, I mean, you can add it if you want. It's no big deal.
Oh, that's cool.
I've
Um,
got
you want to add a Waves of Aggression. It's a 5 mana with 2 hybrid collar pips. Untap all creatures that attack this turn. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by additional main phase, and it has retrace. So once you get the X amount of mana that you have on your field, and you have more in your hand that you want to get rid of, you can get multiple combats. And along with having a lot of mana, we also want Neheb. So obviously, at the beginning of your post combat, you get X amount of red, get that much. And if you're going to have multiple combats, and then again, you can also have aggravated assault, which can almost seal the deal.
okay. I have a Sun Titan dupe. It is a Redemption Choir for 2 and 2 white. Lifelink Coven. Whenever this card enters the battlefield or attacks, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
I have a thought. How do you guys feel about some of the Assassin Creed humans, which have the when a creature does this? Because we have a ton of legendaries. I think we might get
That might
have
be
enough
a
to get
good
the
call.
benefit.
Yeah.
Uh, if that's a direction that we might be going, there's like the Bayek Bayek of Siwa
S-
Siwa.
Like
Uh,
JoJo Siwa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for three in Boros, that has double strike, and as long as it's your turn, other historic creatures you control have double strike. So,
Ooh,
and
very nice.
Ooh, and you
yeah,
can disguise it.
yeah. So then if we like that, then also there's always Aya, Aya of Alexandria.
Oh, that's just
And
down the street.
And then it's for two in Boros, Menace Lifelink. Whenever a historic creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you make a 1/1 black assassin creature token with Menace. So even more tokens hitting the ground.
Do we want a Captain of the Watch? 4 and 2 white. Captain of the Watch is a human soldier with vigilance. Other soldier creatures you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance. When Captain of the Watch enters the battlefield, put 3/1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield.
How many soldiers do we have so far? I think Zach's one.
Well, that and my Rel Shield of Argive, I think she creates soldiers.
Okay.
One, two, three,
Yeah, well,
four,
she makes call it soldiers.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, he was a
So,
human soldier.
commander.
Esper Sentinel.
Filthy.
I do have I do have another human that's fun who is also going to make more humans. Adeline, Resplendent Cathar, Adeline. For 1 and 2 white, she is a legendary human knight with vigilance, and her power is equal to the number of creatures we control, so that's gonna get her pretty big. And then whenever you attack for each opponent, you create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control.
Sam, are you going to be doing a lot of attacking with a lot of creatures in this deck
That's the goal.
at the same time? Okay.
You do
Hear me out.
multi-combat?
Frontline medic.
That's what I have on here.
All right. Nice. You want to break down frontline medic while I try and get it to load?
Yes, sir. Frontline medic. It's a 2 and a white. It's 3/3 with battalion. When it and at least two other creatures you control attacks, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. You can also sacrifice the frontline medic to counter target X spell uh, if it's mana cost. Wait, a spell with X and its mana cost, unless it pays 3. So that
Nice.
stops a couple of people. What I do want to recommend is a couple board wipes.
Okay.
Board wipes that will be stopped by, you won't be damaging your own creatures.
Okay.
Obviously, for one, we need Blasphemous Act. So
Okay.
even if you have a lot of creatures, then most of them aren't going to die.
Okay.
Yep. Non-combat.
And Deafening Clarion, and that's good. Deafening Clarion is a colorless red-white sorcery. You can choose one or both, and you can do 3 damage to each creature, and creatures you control gain lifelink until end turn.
Do we want a Teferi's protection in here just to help us in case someone else tries to board wipe us?
I've got another one.
Okay.
It is Amy Rose. 2 red white. Haste whenever Amy Rose attacks. Attach up to 1 target equipment to her. Then up to 1 other target attacking creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is Amy Rose's power. Good
Nice.
synergy with the commander. Boop doop doop.
Hey, were we looking for fun ways to draw still?
Oh, for sure. I was about to
Like
do
you
that
thinking
next.
like marker, pen, pencil, like that kind of draw?
Yeah, I was thinking finger
Nice.
paints, but
Token, shout out. Keep going.
yes. Storm Beacon Blade. It's an uncommon equipment from the newest Tarkir for 1 in a planes. Equipped creature gets +3/+0, and then whenever equipped creature attacks, draw a card if you control 3 or more attacking creatures. So there we go. We're just going to be passively getting draws on swings.
I have another fun card that will stop us from uh, possibly getting board wiped. Unbreakable Formation. So for 2 and a white, creatures you control, it's an instant. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. And it has addendum. If you cast this spell during your main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain vigilance until end of turn.
Nice.
Dig it. Then I have another draw spell.
Okay.
Mangara the Diplomat. He is for 3 in planes. He is a legendary human cleric with lifelink, and then whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control,
Gosh,
you draw a card. And then whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card.
nice. What do you got, Sam?
Strike it rich
We're
Okay.
rich.
and a faithless looting.
Okay, why do you need these cards in here?
Well, strike it rich. If you can get it off first turn, or the starting couple turns, it just helps by creating a treasure token with flashback 2 and a red. So I mean, it's just a way to get a little bit of mana that you need.
Okay.
The faithless looting, draw 2, discard 2 with flashback 2 and a red.
Have you seen Blade Historian, Sam?
I have it in here.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Blade Historian is 4 color, multicolor pips, red, white.
Okay.
Attack and creature control have double strike for a 2/3. I've got 2 instants here that could be almost instant kill depending on who you're facing. Mirror
Okay.
strike. You basically just get to choose a creature who went unblocked, redirect that damage back to the controller, and
Mhm.
then I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure if you redirect somebody's commander back to them, that could kill him because it did commander damage. I don't know.
Mhm.
And then Unleash Fury. Just to send that home, especially if they have a big guy, they double their power and just kill themselves with it.
Yes, Josh, you wiggled your fingers.
Yes. For the Ox episode, I think we do need a famous Minotaur, the Boros Reckoner, who also happens to combo with uh, the Boros Charm. But Boros Reckoner, 3 split mana in white red, so you can any combination of white and red for 3. Uh, Whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that damage to any target, and then you can pay the split mana to give it first strike. But if you have it, make it indestructible and it receives damage, you can essentially make a loop and combo off from there with various things. Boros Charm is a very famous way to give it the indestructibility. If you give it lifelink another way, you can get yourself infinite life and stuff like that. So,
The only issue with that is if you have your commander out, the only time they'll take damage is either being fought or attack.
does he prevent the damage or
Yes, he prevents all non-combat damage.
oh, so it's a little bit of a non-bow there. I thought it was just indestructible.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So that might be a potential cut then.
Hmm.
You want
Unless
me
we,
to?
yeah. Unless, yeah, that's a bit of a non-bow if the commander's out there, unfortunately.
Which one is
Um,
it?
Boros Reckoner. If you
Uh,
wanted to, you could put Mentor the Meek in, because I got something here that will combo off of it every single instep of your turn. Well, what you want is Baird, Argivian Recruiter, so Baird,
Okay.
Argivian. At the
Okay.
beginning of your end step, it's a red and a white 2/2. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, you create a 1/1 white soldier creature token.
Nice.
Obviously, since we're doing a lot of 1/1 counters and mentoring, you're kind of guaranteed that.
Right. I've got a land. It is Diamond City. Enters the battlefield with a shield counter, and you can tap it to move a shield counter from Diamond City onto target creature. Activate only if 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn. And shield counter, if it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove a shield counter from it instead.
Nice. I like it.
Rem Carolus, Remkarolus. It's 1 red white, flying haste. If a spell would deal damage to you or another permanent you control, prevent that damage. If a spell would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 1 instead. Maybe if we're not dealing direct damage, we can cut this, but it seemed cool for protection, yada yada.
Because Skyfall is not responding to us, and our search functionality is completely dependent on them. Unfortunately, there is not much we can do with that. Okay.
I
uh,
mean, you just gotta refresh or something. Keep trying.
I have two additions until somebody has no other options. The Ozolith. And let's say, obviously, usually when that hits the field, a lot of people want to get rid of that because it moves 1/1 counters around so easily.
I do have some thoughts about maybe using our commander's ability to our advantage because he prevents all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control for the board wipes. And so we have the Blasphemous Act. Are there other ones that we want to be doing, like the one from Aether Drift? It's the escape, the escape one, daring
Well,
escape or
Ooh,
something. Uh,
ooh, I have. Go
I
ahead.
did run
I don't
Chandra
know that
Awakened
one, but that's a good
Inferno.
idea.
That's always a good option to do board wipes.
Sam,
Kind of supplemental.
did you see Call the Copper Coats? It's for 2 and a white. It's an instant and it has strive. This spell costs 1 and a white more to cast for each target beyond the first. So it could be a little bit more expensive. But what it does is you can choose any number of target opponents, create X 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, where X is the number of creatures those opponents control.
I mean, if we're going to go that route, which I'm all for, we need an anointed procession.
Okay.
okay. Uh, I'm done with my brain diarrhea. I found the card I was thinking of.
Okay, let me get Call the Copper Coats and then Anointed Procession, and then you can diarrhea all over us.
Which, as a filler, right, while this is working, anointed procession is if you create a token, you create double the amount.
Like doubling season.
Yeah, just except for 1/1 counters, it's just tokens. Be surprised if there's anything else in
Man,
it.
this is crazy. There we go. Okay.
Unfortunately, it is an expensive one, but for 4 mana, it's just so good in white.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, what you got, Josh?
Okay. So I have explosive getaway.
Oh, speaking of diarrhea.
Okay, so for 3 in Boros, you exile up to one target creature or artifact and return to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. And then explosive getaway deals 4 damage to each creature. So it's like get rid of your opponent's token army or this, that, or the others. And you might even get and our creatures are going to be ineffective because they're not going to be taking that damage. And then we might even benefit from a extra ETB off of it.
How about a farewell for like enchantment or artifact removal?
And adios.
Does it, that's one of the options, right? It has
Both.
Yeah,
all
for
the
sure.
options.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and maybe a rip apart. And rip apart, it's modal. So one of them does 3 damage to target creature player. The other one destroy target artifact or enchantment for red white. So you think we're gonna have counters on most of our creatures?
That's the plan.
Okay, another wipe. I don't know if we're getting too many at this point, but Damning Verdict,
You can
destroy
never
all
have enough
creatures
wipes.
with no counters on them. So it's 3 colorless, 2 white, destroy all creatures with no counters, and sorcery.
What about Vandal Blast?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I have another creature that
Overload
helps
it
with
and make
this.
Josh very sad. We're at 61 cards with 3 lands, by the way. Just want to give a heads up.
Okay.
We're getting
After
there.
after Sam's, I have a good one that will synergize well.
What you got, Sam?
Aurelia, she's an angel, but she's got mentor. But it's at the beginning of combat on your turn, you choose up to one target creature you control, and they get +2/+0 and trample if it's red, um, and vigilance if it's white.
Card that's going to synergize pretty well will be a Felidar Retreat. It is an enchantment for 3 and a white, has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you pick one. You either make a 2/2 white cat beast creature token. We likely will not be doing that one. What we're excited
Hmm.
for is that put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance until end of turn.
Nice.
We want to focus on lands right now.
That'd probably
Yeah.
be a good idea.
All right. What we have is
A failure to communicate.
Sacred Foundry. Minas Tirith.
Yeah, when you're throwing out words like that, just go ahead and start spelling them because I'm not.
Fabled Passage.
Okay, I know how to spell that. Not doing spelling bee over here.
Oh, well, you always have a spelling bee.
Nope.
Sundown Pass.
The word refrigerator got me out 2 years in a row.
No, that'll get you.
You would have thought after the first year I would have gone home and looked at the refrigerator, um, worked on spelling refrigerator. I did
This is
not.
also the same time frame where Dare was prominent, and it's you don't see that much anymore. So I don't know if that really matters much anymore.
Oh, I have a fun equipment that I
Go
just
ahead and add
found
it.
while I was scrolling. Veterans Armaments. So it's an equipment for two. Equipped creature has whenever this creature attacks or blocks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each attacking creature. And it also has whenever a soldier creature comes into play, you may attach the armaments to it. And equip cost is 2, so you could just kind of switch it around if you wanted to. Sorry to
That's all good.
split up our lands here, but I was just kind of scrolling and found a fun.
Once you get that, I got another land for you.
Okay.
Temple
Uh,
of Triumph.
I spoke way too soon. It went fast for one
Hmm.
card, and then there we go.
Needle Verge Pathway.
I have a land that is sneakily also not a land
Okay.
uh, for half of it. So it's the Legion leadership. The instant side of it is a one and a Boros, the split land. And then until end of turn, double target creature's power and it gains first strike. So that's good
Dang.
as a little combat trick. And the other side is a can come in tapped and tap for either a red or a white. So
Okay, so it's just Legion leadership. Got it. Okay. All right.
Clifftop Retreat. That's all the non-basic lands that I had in there. If anybody else has options, go ahead and throw them in.
I think like uh Boros wise, I think we can get away with more basics
Yeah.
in
What
this.
if we've got a lot of tokens and stuff that are gonna enter the battlefield. What if we put in some impact trimmers?
I like
Yeah.
impact trimmers.
That way
There's
we'll just start hitting them.
a couple of Bloomburrow creatures that do that too.
Oh, so land wise, we would also just want to make sure we have a command tower too, something basic. And then we want to get some rocks. So we want our Boros Signet, we want our Arcane Signet, we want our Soul Ring, we want Lightning Greaves, and uh yeah,
Okay.
Spifffoot Boots.
I have another artifact, but it depends if we've got room for it. Infantry Shield. Unfortunately, you will lose the creatures that come from it, but depending on who you have that attached to, it could be a game ender.
Okay.
What it does is it's a 2 and a red artifact equipment, and then equip 2. A creep creature has menace and mobilize X, where X is its power. And for those who
Hmm.
don't know what mobilize is whenever it attacks the equipped creature, you create X tapped 1/1 soldiers, red warriors, uh, tapped and attacking, I think. Yeah, tapped and attacking, but you have to sacrifice them at the end of your turn. Yeah, next end step. So,
I've got a couple of lands that cycle, so if you
so
get them late game, you can draw some cards.
Okay.
if you do have impact tremors out, and let's say if your Tajik is or some other creature you have that's very powerful, have a crap ton of creatures come into play all at once and hit somebody.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, we definitely need more lands because we've got 12.
yeah,
Well, it all
desert
depends. Yeah, let's say any non-basic lands, because like I said, I don't have any other ones that I put in there.
of the fervent and then desert of the true. I have a third one. It's drifting meadow.
Drifting ever so softly.
So
Waller Meadow.
there's gotta be another red one. Um,
Drifting Mountain. I don't know. Let's see. Driftwood. Drifting Meadow. Nope.
Endless Atlas, decent card draw. It's a 2 cost artifact. For 2, type a draw card. Activate only if you control 3 or more lands with the same name.
So then we need some more. Now we need just fill out with basics then to
Yeah.
make sure we have cards with the same name.
Yeah.
We don't need to get
We got all the
much.
fancy ones out of the way.
Yeah.
You were at 102 with 33 lands.
Okay, so we gotta uh make maybe a couple of cuts over
Get rid
here.
of Strike It Rich.
Okay. That was fast.
Is that only create treasure or is that draw a card too?
It doesn't matter. It's
Just a
gone.
treasure. Yeah,
Oh, gone.
Rip.
it's just create a
Effing
treasure.
out of here, bro. He said, "Get that out of here," and we got it out of here.
Um,
Can everybody see what we have?
Yeah, I can't now.
If you need me to scroll a little bit on the
so
creatures,
we have 27 creatures, including Commander.
What
There's a
does
lot of artifacts.
what does Amy Rose do? Isn't sh how many do we have a bunch of
She's like
equipments?
a backup for
beautiful.
the commander.
she's
We
beautiful.
have
She needs to be a
She's a power matters card.
shooter.
Okay.
She could go, but I mean, yeah, she's like a win more card a little bit.
10. We got like 10,
I like
at
to win
least
more.
10 artifacts.
Same.
Yeah, it's just I didn't know how many equipments we have. In my head, she was just an equipment commander, so that's why I mentioned her.
Yeah, she does
Mhm.
swap them around a little bit.
I don't think man, that'd kind of be my pick, but that's I
That's
don't,
fine with me.
You just don't like her because she's. Just say it. Say it. Say
She's a
why you don't
hedgehog.
like her.
Say it. Just say it without even thinking.
a rodent.
Wow.
That's a
Wow.
safer one. I thought he was gonna say something else.
It's messed
So I
up.
mean,
It's
we'll
messed
take
up.
it.
Let's see if there's something else because we want to have creatures here. Right? Or am I wrong? Do we not want to have creatures? Do we want to get
I
rid
mean,
of
we're
creatures?
making creature tokens too.
Yeah.
Anything just like completely on its own just sticks out, doesn't make sense.
Mm,
I'm sure we got a creature it's just solo doing its own thing somewhere.
That would be Neheb,
Yeah, he adds mana.
but he has a crap ton of mana.
let's see.
Let's brave the elements.
Oh, that's the one that gives everything like protection for a single mana.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Unleash Fury.
Which would not stop from of a Wrath of God or of a Damnation. So remember that.
15 artifacts seems like a lot of artifacts for.
Well,
What's the Aegis do? Oh, it's a counter thing. Mentor.
it's you give Mentor. The whole point of it is to
Okay,
equip
never
it
mind.
to Tajik.
That's a good one.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you can get rid of Infantry Shield. But it's the idea of being able to create so many 1/1 tapped creatures attacking.
That's pretty good though.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. It works too
Uh,
well.
So I guess we could maybe weirdly enough, I think if we might want to cut Lightning Greaves because it gives Shroud as opposed to Hexproof, so then we can't target our own commander if we need to do shenanigans.
Yeah, we have loads of protection too.
Yeah, so there.
There's 100. Boom.
Ta-da!
Wow.
Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
So I do think it's kind of funny that I was picking on Amy, but then I was in charge of the rat deck and I called her out for being a rodent.
It's messed up,
No,
dude.
I know. That was just a joke. Any rodents out there listening. I am. I love you all. Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Keep on skittering on.
Yeah, keep on
Wow.
skittering on. That needs to be on a shirt.
So Sam, how would you describe this deck if say you had to choose
Strength
a
in
description?
numbers.
Okay.
Mentor program.
The mentor program for the week?
Yep.
For the meek. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Mentor program for the meek.
All right. What bracket would you say we are in?
Probably
Looks like 3.
Oh, I was gonna say a 2, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, like, there's so much money in this deck. I mean, your first three picks put us over $100. So,
I also want to point this out. The deck that I built for it is a price of $286. So yeah, don't know
Okay.
how we pulled that off.
All right. Let's pick some themes.
That Weapon X Ozolith looks so cool.
I love it.
Plus one counters
Yeah,
for sure.
plus one counters.
Okay.
Uh, it can be very quick.
It's almost Aikido because you had a couple of those. Is that like mirror reflection card in there?
Okie Mm-hmm.
Um,
There might be a couple more.
Uh,
What
Blue
is Blue
Moon.
Moon as a deck? What is
Love
that?
that ice cream. It's if you make an ice cream deck.
and it's
I don't
good
know.
beer if you have an orange slice.
Somebody give it a Google and we'll see what it means.
Blue Moon MTG.
This
I
is the second
guess.
time in a
Blue
row. I think
Blue
you got
Moon
I
deck.
Bluebell
know.
and
Brought
Blue
this
Moon
up.
mixed up,
There's-
Nathan.
Yeah.
What's that?
The ice
This is the
cream.
second episode in a row you got Bluebell and Blue Moon mixed up, the ice cream and the beer.
No, Blue
So
Moon is an ice cream.
it
It's
is.
it's a
No, it's
it's
Bluebell.
Bluebell is an
Bluebell's
ice cream brand. Blue Moon is a flavor of ice cream.
Then
it's also
yeah,
a beer.
I
Oh,
know
wait,
it's
it's a
I
beer.
know it's a
but you
beer,
have to
but
have
it's
an
a
orange slice.
beautiful
Like
ice cream
you
too.
cannot drink without an orange slice. I don't care who
So
you
would
are.
you say budget?
Boros,
Just for a
obviously.
tidbit of information, a Blue
Real
Moon
quick.
deck is typically modern, that with themes and tribes considered of Spellslinger, Historic, Removal, Counterspell, Legends, Humans, and Wizards.
Huh.
I mean,
I don't know
So if this was a
okay.
modern deck, I'd say it was a Blue Moon.
nice.
Casual.
Casual.
We don't counter.
There
Sharks
are
and
some
combo in there?
Would you say combo? Because there's a couple
There's a
combos
couple
actually.
endless combos in there, which not infinite but endless.
Cycling?
Yeah.
That's only for like 3 or 4 cards.
Speaking of
Still
cycling,
matters.
I purchased a bicycle and the back tire is flat and there's something wrong with the stem. Keep going.
Yay.
Got to ride it once.
Fat tire is
New
also a beer.
tubes are like $8. It's easy.
Yeah, fat tire.
I can help.
Equipment.
I reached out to the place and they said that to bring it in and they'd fix it.
Okay.
Nice.
I also have tire levers. They help you get the wheel off the rim.
Extra combats.
Ooh.
Oh, new Mortal Kombat trailer drop. Just random.
Yeah, looks awesome. Keith
Saw
thought
the
it
rocker
came
in
out.
there.
Keith thought it came out this year. He was very confused.
Oh,
Legends matter.
yeah, we've got a lot of
Yeah,
legends.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, the historic cards I had in there were
Oh. Is there power matter? Power? No, never mind.
Mm-mm.
There is a reanimator in it.
Okay.
Two
Ooh.
reanimators, actually.
All right.
Was there a Boros one on here? Did we click that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was right by Blue Moon.
Would you say
Um,
tempo?
It can.
Okay.
I don't know what our curve looks like.
Tokens for sure.
Voltron
Yeah.
Game friendly.
Dang, we're
Voltron.
checking all the boxes today.
All right.
and no X-Spells.
Okay. Save. And I'm gonna stop sharing. Hopefully that helps us out a little bit.
Yippee.
All right. How do you guys feel about this deck?
Oh, I like to see
Well-
this thing run, actually.
I've played the
Curious.
version that I created on Arena, and it can be quite quick. I will
Okay.
have to rebuild it and with how it's built now to see how it plays. But I have played games to where I can get him out turn one, and he slaps.
Nice. Nice.
Are you playing dang, what's their version of Commander Brawl or something?
Yeah,
Are you doing okay.
it works.
Yeah, I think
Now,
it's
obviously,
pretty
if
good.
someone plays, obviously there's answers to the deck, but
Right.
the
That's
point
so-
is once you start getting a field and they can't kill your creatures just so easily, you create more and you create more and then keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You do not let up. The moment you stop just once, the deck just stops.
So I apologize for calling you out on the Blue Moon ice cream, Nathan. I did firm, and I'm a big dummy, and I thought it was just beer because I like alcohol, and now we're here.
Hey, if you haven't had Blue Moon ice cream before, you should try it,
Oh
Josh,
yeah,
and let
that's
us
like
know
an
what you think. It's
ice
an
cream
Indiana thing.
shop
It's
like
awesome.
staple.
Could
Also,
you
isn't
do a blue moon within a blue moon?
You could, but I
that
would
sounds
try it by itself
messy.
first. But yeah.
Isn't the
Um,
like Snoopy ice cream from Kings Island? Isn't it like Blue Moon ice cream?
It's just blue. I think it's just blue ice cream.
No, same. Okay.
Superman ice cream's also blue.
Yeah, blue, red,
Um,
swirl.
so next week we are on to the Tiger. So Tiger is recognized for their power and the respect they command. Tigers are fiery, adventurous, and never back down when things get tough. Generous and witty, they're all natural born leaders who speak their minds. So Tigers 1950, 62, 74, 86, 98, 2010, 2022. Coming up in a little while, they'll have another
I
run.
know one planeswalker that fits that bill,
Ooh,
Yes, sir.
like to a T.
nice. And then Ox years. I don't think we went over this, but Ox years 49, 61, 73, 85, 97, 2009, 2021. So
I will add quickly that Tiger is not a type line currently for Magic.
No, but a Leonin is quite close to it.
yeah.
So this one might be a little tricky.
So, I mean, just big
Remember,
cats.
don't focus on
True.
the animal, focus on the personality part.
Well, I'll see
I
what
think-
I want to do because I'm building the Tiger. So we'll see
Yes.
what happens.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you really it's like the leader's interpretation and the tiger's the leadership trait. So we'll see where Nathan goes with this one.
I'll just look up and see how many people have altered certain cards into Tigger, and then whichever one I like the best, that'll be our commander. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
man.
But
Well,
I do love
Nathan, I
Tigger.
think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Tony the Tigger. Nice reference. All right, folks. With that, are we bouncing, 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 bouncing? Fun, 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 fun. Does this episode
Oh,
resolve?
wow.
Yes, sir.
I think so.
I think
All
so.
right. All right. Well, we'll see everybody next week. Think of
Goodbye.
some tigers. Send us some tigers. Let us know what you think about our Ox decks. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. If you like what you heard, you can continue to listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube. You can also give us a follow on Instagram and Blue Sky. We'll see you next week.